Hey there. Let's get into a live game with Sama. I feel like this player is pretty famous. I think I played with him a number of times. Not quite sure the win-loss versus Sama, but maybe 60-40, either one way or the other. So perhaps we are likely to win, is what I'm guessing. Okay, here, let's see what we can do. Fire Badger, this looks pretty good. Getting some crawlers to go with this. This looks pretty good here. I think we'll just get that. Fire Badger is pretty strong because we can use it to ignite the oil. Missile spec and sabers. Okay. So we'll do our usual. Probably go four squares back with the crawlers. Not sure where to position this. Probably position it on one side or in the middle. In the middle is probably not good in case he goes ASIM. But we're probably not going to buy another pack of these guys. So if he goes ASIM and it's on one side, then we're royally screwed. So I think we just leave it in the middle. Yeah, it was a good decision to leave this in the middle because then it can go on both sides. We're not going to be too concerned about his missile. He can missile whatever he wants to missile. We're going to be just fine because we're going raise. We were in the first round pretty convincingly, and in situations like this where we win so good on the first round, he needs like a round just to stabilize what we have here. And unless it's this, and you know, and then he's got the race to worry about. So there's too many things going on. He's never gonna catch up, in my opinion. We'll skip so we get the raise. He can missile whatever he wants. It's not going to make a difference. Very nice targeting, though. Hits everything perfectly. And he goes Phoenix here. Interestingly, the Phoenix is probably the best possible thing he could have gone. Since he's going into... because we're going into the Phantom Ray. I think we should be okay here. He's got one Phoenix left, and... we still have a pack of Phantom Rays, but the tower timing could be pretty bad for us, though. Yeah. So, and luckily he manages to win, but that's also because of the missile. Hounds look pretty good for the deployment. I kind of like the Fortress 2 in case he commits into... Mass Phoenix. And you get 350 value, we get 350 value. He could probably go Raidens himself though, which is not I don't think we want to go Fortress into that, so could be a bit of a gamble. Maybe we just get the Hounds for more bodies on the ground, I think. Kind of, they're going to be our chaff, and they're going to help chaff clear. And let's get our raise, and let's see how much money we have left. Just enough for an oil. Um, do we go oil right now? It's kind of, there's only two chaff right now, and we have so much chaff clear. Maybe not. Maybe we sell this and go for cloak. Okay. Opponent goes Farsier, which is really good. It's a really good answer to the Phantom Race. The Farsiers are gonna one-shot the Phantom Race. We're gonna need to get shield at some point on the Phantom Rays. Looks like the dogs were pretty good. I'm pretty happy we didn't go into the fort or anything because the fort's just one body and it's probably gets sniped too easily. It doesn't do any chaff clear, but here we cleared a lot of chaff. We delayed the push from the opponent from quite a bit. It does look like we're gonna lose our tower though, so the opponent's going to end up cleaning us up. Another unfortunate tower timing. We just skip. The balls are doing nothing. Do we go fire yet? Yeah, maybe. Maybe we try to drop down the oil if we can. Let's go for raise, and wonder if we start stacking our strong side here. Yeah, we could actually go shield if we borrow here, or we get another pack of rays. We get the oil. The oil will help us not get tower debuff, but it's a question of we may not even get the tower lit. Kind of feel like the shield is more important than anything right now, so let's do that. Could potentially consider a missile here, but probably not necessary. Let's just upgrade this, and yeah, we could do this. It's kind of stacking our strong side, but this side is also strong too. So maybe we do this. We just commit into this side. Maybe not. Gets range on the arc lights, which is okay, I suppose. It will help deal with the hounds better, but we're not committing into chaff. We're not committing into hounds. He probably didn't need to go range, but usually it's not a mistake to go range on arc lights. Arc lights are the best chaff clear. So just keep in mind here, we saw the fire badger unleash the fire here, so if we did the oil around here, we could ignite it. And it looks like we clean everything up here. The hounds are doing a pretty nice job of chaff clear, and it's the shields that are making these rays live so long. We could go for this. I think we just go for that because it's such a good cheap item. So the fire could be good here, but there's almost nothing to set on fire. So I don't know. I think we almost want to sell this and do we go shields? Just to protect our chaff. We might have to here. I think we sell this just because we need the money. We'll go 2 more rays because we are the ray master here. And I kind of feel like the missile is going to be pretty effective. Especially if he does it here and here. Might have to do it. We might have to do a shield here. Do we borrow and do the other shield here? Maybe. 100 extra. Let's go for the damage. Alright. Kind of feel like we can't really afford to lose the round. Okay, so Farsier goes Missile Interceptor. That's pretty strong here. 3 of these Farsiers are going to block, I think, quite a lot of these missiles. We're going to need a click burst as soon as possible. You can see that these missiles are not landing, but yeah, this is kind of problematic here. And once we take down 1 or 2 of the Farsiers, then all of a sudden the missile effectiveness goes down, but that didn't happen. Extra deployment. If the game goes on for additional rounds, we're going to need that, but kind of feel like we don't have any money to do anything, so we could probably just skip. Wouldn't mind the laser sights to light some fire. We do need a light fire now. But we're not going to commit into that investment. Let's get what we need. We need the burst. We need a borrow. We can start selling potentially some of this stuff here. I feel like there's no chaff even running in here, so maybe sell this. I don't know. You know, I think we're gonna do the oil trick just because, yeah, it's just too good not to. And maybe do the oil here. And let's put this guy here. I think we do it like this just so it doesn't die to the tank instantly. And we could go one more Phantom Ray. Let's sell something. Kind of the arc light. Selling the arc light feels bad, but yeah, I think we do it. Get the fire down, so half of his chaff will be gone. He doesn't have that much chaff, which is quite interesting. He's got pure Farsiers here. Luckily, the cloak is really helping the rays stay invisible, and the rays just get right on top of the Farsiers. But it's very important that the chaff is cleared, because if they get stuck on the chaff and the Farsiers get off a few shots, then it's GG for the Phantom Rays. He goes additional deployment slot. Obviously, it's a great idea. It's just that I don't think the game is going to be over in 1 to 2 turns. Sledgehammer is nice, but I kind of feel like the sledges are not going to be, you know, tanking for the Farsiers. The opponent is super defensive here, so I'm just going to buy something and sell it. I think we have to sell this though. So we get 506, 450. Here we get 650. Oh my god. So this is 450 versus 650. I think we have to potentially do this. And how much is this? 700. 400. Wow. So let's just get this. I wonder if we just get napalm on this and go range, because we can't sell out of the fire badgers here quite exactly. This is super risky. Maybe we also get range. Again, super risky. Quite an investment spent. It only cleared the... Yeah, I don't think it did that much, but we will get some fire down here. We just don't want our... Yeah, I think we're good to go here. But this was quite a risky play. So I think the moral of this story is Farsier is super scary. But pure Farseer and almost no chaff is it's kind of bad, I think. If you consider this chaff, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, he's got the same chaff as us. Now, if you consider this half chaff, okay, he's got more chaff, but it's very unusual that we play against someone that doesn't put any chaff down. He was selling the tanks at the end, which made sense. He went Raiden with the EMP, which kind of makes sense, but I feel like you get Chain and EMP or something. It's just that you need the Phantom Rays to get stuck on something, so then these units can do something to the Raidens and the Farsiers. They can. It doesn't take a lot of shots for them to disable and destroy the Phantom Rays, but they kind of have to get stuck on something for a bit. If you have nothing and they go straight to your Farsier and Raiden, obviously it's horrible. But I've hardly played anyone where they almost put nothing in front of their units. Usually you see a lot more chaff. You'll see, the tank is good. It does get one shot now, so I understand you want to sell the tank, but yeah, you would see more fangs, late fangs, just a lot more chaff. In this case, with the Fire Badger, and yeah, this was kind of probably a waste of money. We could have gotten the same effect with just a missile here each, and we could have gone more wasps or something just to tank the Raiden. So probably not well played on our end. And yeah, just a showcase of what happens if you go pure Farseer plus pure Raiden into Phantom Rays. You would think that this is gonna win, but man, it was surprising how badly that it lost, because yeah, there was just nothing in front of it. So let's go back as the opponent and see what they could have done. I'm not sure if round 7 could be winnable. Probably could, but let's just start with round 6 just to see how he could have deviated from the pure Farseer strategy. We will take the additional deployment, and we will sell this Sabretooth as it's doing nothing. The unit we want actually is the Wasp, because the Wasp is going to be chaff for the Phantom Rays, and the Wasps can't be hit by the Ray player's ground chaff clear. So we'll unlock the Wasp, and we will elite recruit. We'll also get the EMP on the Farseers. I think it's a really important tech to have, given the Rays are already double teched and likely to be triple teched with the burst, since we went missile interceptor. With 200 left, we'll just get aerial spec, and let's just see how this goes. We're obviously pretending we don't know that this is going to happen, so We're obviously not going to try to counter this or anything. So the wasps are really bursting and destroying most of the wasps, but they are um, causing the rays to kind of be exposed for slightly longer. And the EMP does reduce the time it takes to hit the rays. So we end up doing 800 damage on that round. I believe that even the last round could potentially be winnable by Sama if we just go with wasps acting as chaff. Now, I feel like wasp chaff would be good to go with shield tech on the wasp. However, with burst on the phantom rays, the shield's not going to be effective for the wasp. So we'll get the Raidens because the Raidens are really good, and I feel like EMP is going to be. You could just get EMP here. We will sell out of the saber tooth, and let's just try to get as many wasps as we can. There, so we got 4 packs of wasps. Let's spread them out pretty evenly. And this will be our air chaff. So for the Raidens, I feel like the first tech is probably chain, and EMP would be good as well. To be fair here, you will hit 10 units at once, but you can also go EMP here for a little bit cheaper. So fork would be good, I think, too. Since these rays are going to get within 65, the distance is going to be, they're going to be within the correct distance here. So let's go for the fork. I think we could go for speed, and let's just see how this goes. The wasps run forward. The first salvo from the rays get through. The Raidens with the double tech are doing quite a bit. We do not have EMP, which is probably a mistake. But we've won one side already, and it looks like we're also winning the next side. So, yeah, the Sama could have won that last game just by adding in some wasp. These wasps had no chaff, and yeah, we could have probably even done better by putting EMP on the Farsier. I'm not sure. Okay, 53k, 61k, wow, 100k. So some of the Farsiers were doing better than the Raiden. So yeah, potentially mixing and matching some of the technologies between the Farsier and the Raiden, but I think the important thing is to put down the wasps, and quite often it's the same thing for the Ray player. Like if the Ray player sees something like this, all he needs to do is add in wasps. And when you're going into Raidens or Farsiers, I don't know about Farsiers, but for Raidens, you can go shields on the wasp, just so that it can soak up an extra shot. So I hope that was helpful, and it was good to go back and figure out the correct solution to this. So hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you on the next one.